Louis Braille. His name means true hope for so many people worldwide. He brought a guiding light into a vast world of darkness. His truly amazing invention changed millions of precious lives. He was a real pioneer. Louis was born in France in a small, quiet village. The year was 1809. His father, Simon René, made leather. Louis was a happy little boy. He was curious and very bright. He loved to watch his father work, working carefully in his busy shop. One day, a terrible tragedy struck. Young Louis was only 3 years old. He often played in the workshop. He wanted to be like his father. He picked up a sharp-pointed awl, a tool for making holes in leather. It slipped suddenly from his small hand and cruelly pierced one of his eyes. The wound became badly infected. The infection spread with cruel speed. It soon moved to his other eye. The best doctors could do nothing then. Within a short time, young Louis was blind. His bright world turned completely to black. He could no longer see the warm sunshine or his dear mother's kind, loving face. Life was very hard in those days for any child who was blind. Few people believed they could learn or ever live a truly full life. But young Louis was quite different. He was exceptionally smart and keen. He deeply wanted to learn all things. His brave spirit remained ever so strong. His loving parents helped him always. They cherished their son very much. He learned to find his way around through his village's familiar paths. He used a simple wooden cane his father had carefully made for him. He listened intently to every sound. But at school, he could not read books. When Louis reached the age of 10, a wonderful new chance came his way. He received a special scholarship to a school in the great city of Paris. It was the Royal Institute for Blind Youth. He was so very eager and excited. He hoped to finally learn to read and discover a new world of knowledge. The Paris school did teach reading. They used large, embossed, raised letters. Students traced them with their fingers, but this method was painfully slow. It was also very difficult to use. The books were enormous and very few. Louis felt deeply frustrated by this. He dreamed of a much better way. One day, interesting news arrived. It came to the students at the school. It was about a special secret code. A French army captain named Barbier had invented this night writing system. Soldiers used it quietly in battle to read important messages in the dark. It used patterns of raised dots. Captain Barbier's system was quite clever. It was an interesting starting point, but it was also very complex to use. It used up to 12 dots per sound, and it represented sounds, not letters. Louis saw the great promise in it. He also quickly saw all its flaws. He thought, I can make this much better. Louis was still just a young boy. He was only 12 years old then, but he worked with great determination. For hours, day and night, he worked, punching endless series of dots in paper. He used a sharp awl like his father's. The tool that tragically took his sight now helped him to bravely create. He focused on a small, simple cell. This cell contained just 6 dots, arranged in 2 neat columns, 3 dots high and 2 dots wide. This was his truly brilliant idea. It could make 64 different patterns, enough for every letter and number, for punctuation, and even for music notes. Not everyone immediately understood or welcomed his new dot system at first. Some respected teachers at his school were quite slow to accept this change. They preferred the old, familiar ways. But Louis did not ever give up. He knew his wonderful dots worked well. His fellow students clearly proved it did. Louis Braille later became a teacher, a respected teacher at the Paris school. He taught subjects like history and math. He taught geometry and also music, using his own innovative dot system. He even transcribed library books into Braille and complex musical scores for blind musicians. His students learned so quickly and eagerly. Sadly, Louis died far too young. He was only 43 years old. This was in the year 1852. He did not live to see his system spread widely across the entire globe. But his important work was not lost. Just 2 years after he passed away, France officially adopted the Braille system. Today the Braille system is used everywhere. It is a precious gift to blind individuals. It means they can read and can write. It means true freedom and independence. It opens wide the doors to education and to countless employment opportunities. Louis Braille's simple yet clever dots, his bright guiding light, shines on forever.